What's going on, y'all? Corpus Christi Originals back at it again.
Yes, yes.
We are located at Inc. What's the name of your spot, bro?
4701.
4701, Suite 202. Is it Ink Plug?
Ink
Ink
Plug.
Plug. Yes, sir. Check them out. Thanks for letting us use your spot, bro. Appreciate you. We got Ledswards.
Ledswards in the building, man.
Yeah, from all the way from episode 22.
Yes, yes.
Zoom meeting call. If y'all remember, go check it out if you haven't seen it.
Please.
But we're here to see where you're at now.
Yes,
as
wonderful.
opposed to then. So you reached out. It took me a minute, sorry, to get back to you.
Totally fine.
So I was just like, I was setting up interviews yesterday. I saw you, and you just popped up. I was like, yeah, you know what, let's do it now.
Yes, yes.
So come on. So what's going on? How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing wonderful. How you doing?
It's a good day, bro.
Good one, wonderful day. So basically, I just really wanted to share with the culture. First of all, we're gonna start it off like this. Shout out to the Ink Plug. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Without him, there's no me. Without me, there's no him. So let's just get that straight when it comes to the culture, man.
Yes, sir.
We love everything that y'all doing, what we doing for y'all. We have a lot of beautiful things coming. But I want to start this off by saying that from the transitioning period from episode 22, like my man just said, we are going to get able and ready to drop Look Mom, It's Raining. Me, D Green Films. I'm pretty sure everyone knows in the region of where we at, but if you don't know, y'all look that up right now, D Green Films.
Shout out D Green.
We have a lot of things in work when it comes to the videos and the merch that's coming for Look Mom, It's Raining. So basically the concept of the album that that came with that is that, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but so a couple of years, man, I got into a horrible accident, fell 4 stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from a building. You know what I'm saying? And broke my back, my wrists, my feet. Horrible experience, you know? And it put me in a situation where I didn't create any music for 2 years.
Oh.
You know? And a lot of people counted me out to the point where they thought it was just over for me, you know, for my career, for what we had going on, you know? And I could have took this in any direction that I wanted to from the recovery state of where I was going, obviously, right? But I told myself that if I gave enough passion to the music and if I gave myself enough time to recover, that I would come back. I will come back for what was mine. I will come back for what I lost, and I will come back for you. And when I say you, I mean Corpus Christi. You understand me? So not only that have I done that, but I've created a sense of clarity of the new album that we're going with. So the reason why it's called Look Mom, It's Raining, because it first started off as, you know, I felt that my trials and error that was going on with me was just raining so much that, you know, I just felt like I was slipping and I falling and I couldn't get up, you know? But now, right now where I sit on this couch, you know what I'm saying, on this day, I can honestly say that I always meant that the blessings was raining upon me. And I want my mother to see what I've become. And when I say my mother, I mean Corpus Christi, the one that birthed Ledswards, the one that gave me this pedestal of who I am and what I've become, and what me and my brother D Green have, how far we have taken it, and what we have given and gave back to this culture. I'm in a humble state to the point where not only if I'm in my prime when it comes to making music, but this is the beginning of the Ledswards era that's going to reign forever. And I really feel that not only the people that have been holding me down and really helping me out to find myself, to find where I was at, to find my direction of where I was going. Not only that I did find myself, but I'm here to tell you thank you. Thank you for having patience with me. Thank you for always listening. And thank you for your loyalty. So it's my turn to show y'all why y'all patience will be paid off tenfold.
Nice. What's a hard truth about your life that you've finally been brave enough to put in a verse?
No, definitely. I mean, at first it started off with just trying to show that I was still the best, you know, but now it's a sense of a true testimony upon what I am and what I'm not anymore. So not only that this is a beautiful roller coaster that we are preparing ourselves for, right? But right now I feel like I'm waiting in the line for it,
Oh, wow.
you know?
Definitely, man. It's yeah, I can get that feeling like 2 years away from music. And dude, You're obviously a poet, man. Like you.
Thank you so much.
Your
Greatly
words are very
appreciate
well
that.
placed.
Yes, thank you.
So that's cool, man, to do that. So, so obviously you teamed up with D Green. How did that relationship come about? Like, when did you decide, or how did you decide? You know what, we got to get D Green on the project, to make it happen. You know what I mean, for you.
Yes. So the relationship that I have with D Green is shout out to D Green too. You know, shout out to my brother. But he's my brother. You know, behind closed doors, me and D Green
Wow.
started this off. You know, I've always been the one that has anchored and pedestaled my brother to become a filmer, to become the person that he
Wow.
had the patience to be. I just been humble enough to not just say it, you know, because it really truly doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
man.
right?
Yeah. What do you have that love for a man, like a man, right?
Yes.
You know, no homo or whatever you want to call it.
Facts.
Like, I got brothers, dude, and there's no other type of relationship that you could have with somebody that's a male.
I understand
Like
that.
your brother, you know
The
what I mean?
brotherhood.
It like, even if you're friends with a female, whatever the case might be, but that with an actual man, like the boys, you know, having that is something that cannot be replaced, bro.
Definitely nothing's bigger than a program.
Yeah, so that's definitely awesome, man. So last album we were talking about was Summer's Ending.
Summer's Ending. That was the last album that we were talking about. A couple of albums have came after that. And we could go down it real quick. Summer's Ending, Winter's Coming, Free Rap Volume 2. Those are the albums that came after Summer's Ending, which is on all digital streaming platforms.
Oh, yeah.
As I say, under Ledswards. That's LEDSWARDS. If y'all, you know, don't know that.
Yeah, no,
but
for sure.
for the most part though, this is my 10th album.
10th album,
yes,
bro.
this is my 10th studio independent
Holy smokes.
album that came out from my blood, sweat, and tears.
Wait. How could what 10th album?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how come you didn't stop after number 2 or number 3 or number 5?
Because I'm the best.
Oh.
Because I'm the best to ever do it. You know, there's nobody like me. There's nobody that'll ever be like me. You know, and this is not me being like egotistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is me saying that there only could reign one true tyrant, one true purpose that leads everyone out.
Wow.
It shows everybody the way, and it's me. It's always been me, and it always will be me.
Yes.
I'm just here to claim it. I'm just
Wow.
here to say it and to let everybody understand that I'm not going to be the humble person anymore that just watches everything, you know, tenfold in front of my eyes.
Oh,
I
so
will be the one to direct everyone now. I will give everyone purpose, and I will give everyone the reason of knowing that the reason why they stay so patient is because of what I'm about to give them.
hey, that's what's up, man. Man,
Yes.
do you ever? I'm thinking music wise, or lyric wise, or even song wise.
Mhm.
10 albums seems like that's a lot of songs.
It is.
Do you ever feel like you're gonna run out? Did you ever come to that point, like, dang, I might run out?
Oh yes.
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Like,
Oh,
how do you
yes.
channel that creativity?
Horrible
Like,
feelings. Horrible feelings.
yeah.
You know, whenever you're playing it at the tier that I do, you know, it's like you're living in a shadow. You know, being around Dean Green, it's like, you know, I'm trained and manipulated to feel that I'm the best. You know, I can never be around anyone. You know, Dorian tells me this all the time. I'm everyone's favorite rapper.
Oh wow.
You know, I'm on the phone with probably the people that y'all listen to all day, every day, and they're calling, you know, me or my brother saying, you know, hey, you know, is there any new music that you got? Or we can't wait for the album.
Right.
But that's the thing that I'm trying to get to, is that, you know, I don't want to be hidden or gatekeep no more. You know, it's time for the world to experience Ledswards, and it's time for me to stand up for what I truly am, and to claim my rightful position of what I earned all these years. And that's why I'm doing everything. That's why I'm using the initiative and my power,
Yeah.
and my reach to get there.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the Riding High podcast too. If you guys want to listen to Local, check them out.
Yes.
There also, their interview would be different different from mine, and that's the good thing about podcast culture.
Yes.
Everybody's interview's different.
And it's all for the culture, and
All
I
for the
appreciate
culture.
everyone.
Shout out, yes.
Shout
Thank
out.
you, Corpus, for sure, man.
For
So,
everything.
speaking of Corpus, bro, how much has Corpus Christi's actual grit and culture has like shaped you or
Good
helped you in a way, you know?
So I would truly say this. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm gonna share it on this podcast right now. First time. I was not born, but I was raised in Cal Allen. Right on the outskirts of Corpus. Everybody knows. But in this place called Allen Gardens. And so I was shunned upon all culture of Corpus.
Wow.
Until I was like maybe a teenage, maybe whenever 8th grade. That's whenever I moved right here to South Park on ABC Streets. And I was introduced to everything that y'all know right now.
Wow.
So when I say that I got a dosage of everything, my first introduction to music wasn't what y'all think it is. It was alternative rock.
Oh wow.
It was R&B. I was listening to Boxcar Racer. I was listening to Slipknot. I was listening Evanescence and stuff like that.
Shoot,
When everybody was listening to Zero and Screw tapes and stuff like that. That's what I was doing.
Wow, that's amazing, bro.
Damn. And that's what I learned to rap over beats like that.
Yes.
That's why I feel like I became so lyrical.
I love that about our culture, man, that I could be listening to metal one day, next day it'll be some type of boom bap or whatever, you know what I mean? That's me. But we can morph like from metal to rap. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Those cultures, mix those cultures. I love that about Corpus, man.
It's a beautiful thing. And shout out to all the rock bands in Corpus.
Yeah.
I mean, I really honestly feel that Corpus has the best alternative rock sound when it comes to creating our own culture. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Stand up, everybody.
Yes, sir.
The world is yours, man.
Yes, sir. Man, I had a question. Man, I was recently had another artist on here. We got into the subject of like being like sounding like a Texas rapper as opposed to sounding like maybe East Coast, whatever type of rapper. What are your thoughts on that? And do you feel like people try to put you in a certain category as far as that goes?
I do. Whenever I talk to people, I always hear them say that, I sound like I'm not from here. I sound like I'm not from Texas, definitely Corpus. I sound like I'm from up north.
Okay.
Maybe it's just because, it's from my inspiration of the culture that I love.
Yes.
What I felt like I related to. And, some of my mentors that, when it comes to music are, up north rappers, Nas and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But for nevertheless, I don't think anyone sounds like me. I honestly feel that if it came down to it, I probably sound like an East Coast rapper. But I feel like nobody sounds like me. Because not only do I rap, but I sing, I compose, I ghostwrite, I play the piano.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mentorship myself.
Yeah.
And I teach myself. I'm a student of the game. So I don't even know what I'm capable of.
How long did it take for you to find that? To find your I guess your voice. I want to call it a voice. I don't know what you call it, but how long did it take? Because obviously when we start, we emulate a lot of what we hear.
Yes.
Right.
That's true.
So how long did it take you to find Ledswards? Is that how you say your name, bro?
Yes, Ledswards.
Ledswards.
Yes.
How long did it take you to find Ledswards? That particular.
Okay, so everybody that knows me in the city knows that I had a daughter that died. Right. R.I.P. Alicia.
Yeah.
But everybody knows that. So before she passed away, and I was known in the city of being, the freestyle king, Letty Led, things like that, when it was fun, But whenever she passed away and I created the Syndicate, which is known of Lord Gang, you know what I'm saying, which is living our real dreams of what y'all know, D Green Films, The Dask One, Ledswards, Murph Cam, these cultural shifting people, these people belong to, what I just said. But once I created that, and I created Ledswards.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, like some type of in order for you to have your person, like yourself in the music, you got to put yourself in the music. Right?
No, definitely.
You can't you can like cookie cut it, right? But there's no substance to it.
It's no uniqueness.
There you go.
I feel like everything has to be punctual. I always tell my son, you got to say what you mean and mean what you say. No vibration is closer than the truth.
Wow, amazing.
So, even though that it's an uncomfortable feeling, I love it here. I love it when it's uncomfortable. I love when people think that it's a game. I love when people think that they compare. Because it just gives me the space to show that they don't. it gives me the confidence to show that I could really grasp them. Because the moment that I show what I could do, they're mine forever.
Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking about like the people that you associate yourself with. I know for sure. When did you realize like, okay, maybe I don't need to have this person around, or I don't need to be around this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you like start understanding that was important for your career?
Shoot. When I moved to Houston 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we're not gonna go on the traumatic experiences of Ledswards because we could save that for another podcast. I don't even want this to get like depressing.
Hey, bro, I go deep like right away. People don't like that.
Like, I was about to say something real crazy, but you're about to be like, you know what? Cut the goddamn podcast. Like, this is crazy. But like,
let's talk about the weather, bro.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna go in detail upon why, but everybody that knows me knows that the pain is deep. You know what I'm saying? And it's very real with me.
Yeah.
But when I moved to Houston 10 years ago and I was something happened to me and I was put in a position where, I was like, I was lost, and I had people around me where I felt that, I was waiting for them to remind me who I was.
Oh.
And it never came. It just never came. Some people, it's not their fault. Most, why you're not here.
Mm-hmm.
You know why. But for the most part, thank you. Thank you for everything, because the confidence I have and what I'm about to do to the culture and what I've become, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yes, sir. So what do you want people to, whenever they play your music, your upcoming project? Oh, I'm sorry, what's the name of it?
Look, Mom, It's Raining.
Look, Mom, It's Raining.
Look, Mom, It's Raining is the new name of the album, and it will be on all digital streaming platforms, by the way. And we do have some merch, 3D models for the fans, and we got some limited edition things coming. Be on lookout for the new videos that's coming. Repost and share, please. But yes, Look, Mom, It's Raining.
Yes, sir. Engagement, social media, that's how we get the word out, y'all. Clip this up, send it, share it, whatever you need to do. That's how we get our local artists out there, bro. The more engagement, the more comments, more shares, more reposts, the better, bro.
And we greatly appreciate it, because we see everything. Don't ever think we don't see it. Just because we don't act like we don't doesn't mean that we don't. We see everything, and everything that doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you so much for the love.
Yes.
That's to the culture.
Yes, to the culture, man, for sure. Honestly, man, let me get my soapbox real quick.
Okay.
I really didn't realize how much people actually like Corpus and want to put on for Corpus, bro, until I started this podcast. Till I started this brand, Corpus Christi Originals.
Okay.
Because beforehand, it was just me, like, not even caring about what's going on around me or whatever. And then when I got immersed in the people that came in the podcast, like, oh, shoot, they actually care about the city.
Yes.
And, some of the circles that I was around when I was younger is like, forget Corpus. We need to leave Corpus, whatever, which is a bad attitude to have now that I look back.
Very, very true. And because I had it.
Yeah, see,
I'm
okay.
I'm not
glad I'm the only one.
No, you're not. And I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm so glad we're having this conversation. I did fall victim to to one of the people that was trying to run away from the city.
Oh,
that was trying to blame the city of why I didn't have this. They're not supporting me, and why they're not doing me like this. They support other bigger people. But the one thing I said, and I said this on your podcast, episode 22.
Check it out,
okay?
Y'all.
But I said this, and I'll say it again. One thing about Corpus is that once you get the love here, it's yours forever.
Oh, shoot.
Forever. We're the only city that does that. That's why it's so hard to get it. Just think about it. Think about all these big artists these artists that were big, but they're not no more, but they come down and get $50,000, $60,000 for a show. They're not even on the radio. Haven't been on there for 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now, Little Flick come over here. He could probably sell out a show if he wanted to.
Wow, amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I could see his ass probably buying a goddamn burger at fucking goddamn Trillburger.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand me? You know what I'm saying? But you understand how this shit go down here?
Oh my God, that makes a lot of sense.
It makes the only sense. And that's why I always said, don't ever put a timestamp on your time. When it's your time, it will happen. Just understand when it does, it's forever.
Oh man.
And I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. That's way more than just views, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's called longevity.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? It's called legacy. I want to know when I'm dead and gone. And, I'm trying to make sure when I'm dead and gone that I don't want no mural. I want them to build a statue of me. I'm trying to be standing by Selena, putting my arm around her. Yes. You understand me? You feel me? Because that's where I'm going. That's where I'm headed. And that's where I will be.
Yeah. So obviously there's people that push back. You get pushback from people that may say like, you said that on the last record.
I did. Maybe,
you know what I'm saying? Like there will be that. So what, I guess, what's the mindset? My question to people always on this podcast is, why are you the way you are? Like, how do you do this? Why do you continue like, oh, I did say it last one. I'm saying it this one too. And what? You know what I mean? Like, how do you have that type of mentality? Do you know what I'm trying to ask?
I do. I honestly just feel like because I'm the best. You know, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I could prove it and I'll show it. You know,
who would you be if you weren't doing what you're doing now?
Dead.
Oh shit.
There's nothing after this. There's nothing after this, and what was before this was a baby.
It's funny because like we find creativity and like we can't not do it.
No, yeah, this is my life, you know. And just to think that, like, I tell people this all the time, and this is for all the artists that think they're too cool to work a 9 to 5. I'm gonna say something to y'all, and I really want y'all to look at me and pay attention when I say this.
Come on.
Don't get it misconstrued that, oh my gosh, I'm too cool to have a job, or I wouldn't, you know, take care of myself. You know, I call it my real life, right? And I was a whole chef.
Really?
I worked at, I opened up 5-star restaurants, worked on cruise ships for 16 years.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
I had a whole career before my accident. You know what I'm saying? For real. Nobody ever knew. Nobody would never know until right now on your podcast.
Oh my!
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I have children. I have people that depend on me. Now I'm a natural hustler, and you know, I'm getting money was never the problem. Right. But it's about showing. Whenever people look up to you, you have to show them how to take care of themselves. You can't just show them that you could take care of yourself. You know, there's levels to this, and I've always played it at the highest level. So I want people to understand, don't you ever rob yourself from your chance to actually putting yourself in position to really give yourself a fair chance out here. Because if you're waiting for someone to help you, put something in your hand, show love, or whatever the situation, the reason why you're not going up is the reason why you're going to stay down.
No.
And I say that to myself as I reflect it to y'all, you know?
Yeah, we got you, bro. Yeah, for sure. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely.
You if you choose, like you were working a job, right?
Oh yeah, plenty of them.
That's like humble, bro.
Yeah, plenty of them.
It's like same here, bro. Like I've got ADD, ADHD, bro. Like
I hear you on
I
that
can lose jobs like quick, bro.
I ain't never kept them, obviously.
See, what I do is I advocate for people that have ADD, ADHD, or whatever. Get a skill that is gonna be marketable. Like I'm a truck driver.
Okay.
If I lose my job here, boom, there's 10 other truck driving jobs that I can go to.
Very true.
You see what I'm saying? So I advocate, like, look, if you're like this, get a skill that is in demand, bro.
Yes.
That way you can have money.
I and listen to my man when he said that. Get a skill that's in demand. And I honestly feel that, you know, it's so many artists out here, even the young bulls, you know what I'm saying? They think they too cool to go punch that clock or do anything to go get some money. Now, it's totally fine for you to risk your life and risk your freedom out here to go and trap your money and go get some studio time. But hey, give your woman a break, man. Stop making her pay all them damn bills. Stop making her pay all her car insurance and all them goddamn lights and putting that food in that refrigerator. Stop eating them baby snacks and get your ass off that couch and get a job, man.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The dream ain't waiting for nobody.
Oh, shoot, for real, man. Grow up.
For real, for real, man.
Get a job.
And especially in the field that I'm in, you know, I play, like I say, we at the highest tier with this one, me and D Green. So I see this shit all day, every day, man.
Oh, wow.
I see this shit all day, and you male groupies need to stop it. You feel me? Pushing women out the way for a picture. You're making it, you know what I'm saying, your duty to go out of your way to please another man for likes. You know, the shit, it's unnecessary.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, dude, Leds, you're definitely on another level, bro.
Nah, factual, and thank you so much for noticing.
You on another level, dog.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Has there ever been anybody that's on and you're like, oh shoot, man, this dude's got some skill I need to learn from. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You know, it's one artist that I could honestly say, I wouldn't say skillfully because you know, I'm in my own tier, and obviously, if I told y'all this, y'all be like, "Oh, Ledswards full of shit." But It's one artist that I could say mentally that I am intrigued and I really listen to, and I don't talk that much whenever I'm around them because I like their vocabulary and I like their structure upon what they became before me and D Green and when we found them. And that is Virgil, that is Mexican OT.
Oh wow.
Yes, I do like who he has become as an artist because whenever me and D Green found him and whenever we, started working with him, obviously he wasn't who he is right now. And the transitioning period of who he became is, who I earned to, try to remain to be once the money comes and the fame.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so yes, I would say him. Shout out to Mexican OT.
Shout out, bro. Yeah, for sure. That brings up a topic as far as like money, financial wise, and stuff like that. How do you look at the future that in that perspective of your life? You know what I mean? Like, cause if we people have a little bit of money, right?
Yes.
And you hear stories like once they get a lot of money, they either make wrong decisions, bad decisions, or whatever.
Very true.
You know
very
what I'm
true,
saying?
very
Like,
true.
how do you? You know what I mean? Do you think about that stuff when you're?
Yeah, I do. This year I have been, blessed enough where, I've seen enough to change my life, right? And it was my first introduction of, some real money, and enough to see how people actually do change whenever it does happen.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, it's an ugly feeling.
wow.
And it truly does scare me because, I don't give a shit about money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a shit about, only thing I care about is security. Knowing that I could do what I want and my family can and my hand is never out. So if that is what the money brings me, then I'm gonna chase that. But, as I see other people, how they act, the things that they do, and how they'll just slime over the people that they love, and just, how they act in public, you know what I'm saying, and how they conduct themselves is a very scary thing.
Wow.
But I know I started to learn that I always thought that people change, when they get money.
Oh, wow.
But it's never that.
Mhm.
It's the people around you change when you get the money.
Wow.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
Dang, how do you know who's who?
You never do.
Wow.
That's why you pick who you want to and you just exploit them till you're done. Because they're going to do it to you.
Oh, crazy.
Might as well have fun.
No,
I'm serious.
bro. Wow.
I'm so serious.
Shoot, I was thinking about something there. I'm thinking about the lifestyle that artists have and their music, what the music says. Do you think there's a disconnect, and how much, little or not, do you think there is a disconnect between the lifestyle that they live and what they're actually talking about in their music?
Yeah, I do. I do feel like there's a lot of artists that potentially could, really give the culture a sense of saving their lives type of feeling, and they choose to destroy it.
Oh,
They choose to pick the idle frame of being their lowest vibration whenever they're at their highest of their career. And that's something that I just never understood.
wow.
I've been trying to save lives at my lowest moments. So for me to transition to destroy it whenever I'm in my highest will be just a slap in my fucking face. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
So I do not understand why people choose to, destroy, their own culture that gives so much to them. You know what I'm saying? With me, I'm trying to condition, serenade, and reward the patience of y'all choosing me. That's why I say there will never be nobody like me again. And I will lead my people to greatness. I will lead Corpus to greatness. You know what I'm saying? I put this on my skin and my back, and I promise y'all, through all the pain, you did not wait for no reason.
Yes, sir.
Look, Mom, it's raining.
Yes, sir. Check them out on Spotify, you guys.
Anything, anywhere.
bro.
Telemundo. It's gonna be Ledswards on there. You understand me? I appreciate everybody that held me down, and shout out to Corpus Christi Podcast for real though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a beautiful thing to know that we're in a place where if you are doing enough in this city that you don't have to scream it on top of your lungs. Real recognize real, and I appreciate the real always recognizing me. It's just the assurance that I need to know that I'm going in the right direction, and what I'm claiming is not a sense of entitlement and an egotistic thing. This is just me. This is my birthright.
Yeah, it seems like I want to say proud, like you're proud of who you are, like, and
For sure.
you're not gonna change, like you're not gonna change it for anybody, That's what it seemed. At least that's from my perspective.
No, your
Just
perspective is
talking to
right.
you, you know what I mean?
Your perspective is right.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's up, man. I'm thinking about. I talk about AI a lot on my podcast, different people, and then obviously you get into AI music, and then you get into only certain types of artists getting all the listens on Spotify, all this other stuff. What's your take on the creativity, the creative aspect?
Okay.
Being around with AI coming out, you can just generate a song, whatever, or any thoughts around that topic?
I mean, with the AI, I'm not gonna lie, with the creative frame of it, of using it to the point where like you could generate pictures and different things like that, I love it. It makes things so easy for a creative person like me, because now it just cuts off the middleman, and I could be up 4 o'clock in the morning, my ADHD mind frame. I don't have to wait to somebody to respond to a text or something. I get right there on ChatGPT, boom, 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 boom. Y'all see it, y'all know, the culture love it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to creating of what I'm trying to give to the culture, like my music,
Yes.
my pain, my passion, no, never. I think that is something that's going to ruin us as creators whenever it comes to us feeding into, because there's two sides of this music making. There's the artists that do this for clout. Those are the hype bees. Those are the people that want a whole bunch of likes. The people that want that look at other people's life and they just want their position. We see them all day, every day.
Yes.
And then there's the Ledswards.
Yeah.
There's the people that are, going to set the standard of being the best and great. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I will name a couple of people that have done this at the tears, and I'm about to play it. Before Kendrick Lamar was Kendrick Lamar, he was just a nobody in Compton. Before Drake was Drake, he was just doing the goddamn Degrassi in Canada. You know what I'm saying? And for Nipsey Hussle was who he was just a crip nigga walking on Slauson. Remember who I was and remember what I said when I become who I am.
Man, bro, that's awesome, man.
Yes.
It makes me think of like jazz, like how jazz is like a super artistic thing, and it's only it's like underground. I want to say it's not pop, and it's not like getting these millions of people eyes on it. It's only for the people, like the purists that understand music, enjoy music, and stuff like that. It's almost seems like it's like that for different genres. To say the genre that you're in, I'm thinking rap, hip hop. I'm not sure exactly what genre you're in, but
I call it Lossless. I think I'm in the Lossless genre. It's a new genre. It's called
yeah.
called
Tell me about
Lossless.
that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's called Lossless. So basically, it's like the music that's like the euphoric music nowadays that we listen to. So basically, if I had to give like a couple of names that are like the XX Extension type of vibe, the Juice WRLD type of vibe, whenever it would be like that type of Lossless. But I don't do it such in a childish way, where it sounds like I've just go in the studio and take Percocets and sip drink.
Oh shoot.
We're not doing that. We're saving lives when I go in that booth.
Wow.
I played at a tier where whenever you're about to cry, right? The feeling of whenever you're about to drop a tear and you cry, but you don't. That's the feeling that I'm harnessing and I'm putting on wax.
Wow. So what do you want people to feel? Like, what do you want them to? You know what I'm saying?
I want to save their lives. That's what I want to do. I want, whenever people listen to my music, I want them to feel that I made my story their story. That's exact, and that's where I'm going to take it until I don't do this anymore. I really want everyone to understand that not only that I'm doing it for our city and I'm doing it for Corpus, that as they listen to Look Mom, It's Raining, it's all of our story. It's all of our experiences. You know, everything I'm talking about, I promise you that everyone will have something that they can identify themselves with in this album, that they could feel in this album. So basically, it's our testimony. This is our album to the world.
Yeah,
you know. So as you share it and you tell your friends and you tell people, don't say, "Oh, this is Ledswards music." You say, "This is our music."
yeah.
You understand me?
Yes, sir. It reminds me of our humanity, bro. Like the community that we have, like that we're having right now, bro, and the people that are watching and can feel that community, sense of community, which is one of the things that kind of is kind of the pillar of this podcast is conversation, having conversation with another person. You know what I mean? That may not come from the same walk as you. You know what I mean? You can still talk to somebody that's maybe different from you. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, for sure.
I grew up old school Central City. I don't know nothing about Cal Island. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or South Park for that matter. I'm like Lindell. I grew up Lindell. You know what I mean? Near Ray High School. But just to be able to talk to somebody that's in our city that can have a different culture from us is possible. You know what I mean? Because we may think, oh, them Southsiders or those Northsiders or those whoever, whatever, they're like this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? No, bro. Like, dude,
I like how you said that. I mean to cut you off.
It's all good.
But I like how you said that because I've been seeing a lot of that being like that in the culture of people saying, you know, everybody from the North, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if we had to say I was from somewhere, I would say there, right?
Right.
Because, you know, that's where my birthright is. That's where my family is, right? So I would say that, but I'm here to say this. I am the barrier breaker of all of this. When Ledswards, since I came back, there will be no north side, south side, east side, west side, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I am the Kanye West to Corpus. When I come, I'm assembling the Avengers. If you are the best in the field that you do, you're gonna show up at the ink plug right here, and we're making music because Ledswards is here. And God is my witness, and everybody that was here, they will tell you that if you really doing what you say you doing, you in this shop right here and you working. That's how we know that you really who you are, who you say you are, because there's no barriers to creativity. You know what I'm saying? People that isolate themselves are not the best in their field. You know what I'm saying? If you're the best in your field, iron sharpens iron, and I like to be around people like me. You the best, well then show me. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not, we will weave you out.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Lion's Den.
Yes, sir. It's hard, man, because we're prideful. We're prideful to the point where, like, we don't want to hear no advice from anybody.
Nah, facts.
And, dude, where are you going to get your inspiration from? Like, how are you going to... You can't... I mean, it's impossible, I think, if you're just going at it alone with no wisdom at all from anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're leading on your own understanding. You know what I mean? That's a biblical term, but, like, you're only in your own mind. I love that, bro. Like,
nah, for real.
I was on the Riding High podcast last night. They were who was it? Creon Martin was interviewing me.
Okay.
So like stuff like that.
Shout out to the OG.
Shout out, bro. Like, and I'm learning from that experience how to be on the other side of the microphone because I have always been the interviewer, never been interviewed.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
that's interesting.
That's a learning aspect for me. Like if I can put myself in that situation to learn something new about my craft. Okay. Why not, bro?
Nah, for real.
Why not? You know,
student of the game, right?
Exactly.
Student of the game. And one thing I want to say about that, you know, iron sharper iron, you know, is that because I feel like I haven't brought his name up, and Lord knows that he is my twin, and I'm so sorry for this. But shout out to Mudgang E. That's just who I sharpen iron with. You know,
nice.
Mudgang E, I love him so much, man. I love little bro so much because he played a big factor of waking up the monster, you know, inside of me. Because, you know, when I fell 4 stories and I broke myself, you know, my confidence was like, oh my God, you know, horrible. You know what I'm saying? Being treated differently, just ugly. You know, and when I nursed myself back, E was the first and probably the only person that really came around me and just reminded me who I was, set me down, inspired me, put his pride aside, told me that he always looked up to me, that he always listened to my music, that when he was young, that he was who he was listening to. Not only that you know wake me up, but it showed me that, you know, the culture needs me. The culture loves me. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mud Gang E, man, for real, man. I can't, I really love dude, man. He really looked out for me when it comes to, just being there as a human being, and I can't repay you enough, man.
Yeah, shout out, bro. Appreciate you, man. That brings up a topic where the culture needs you. Facts. I really like that, bro.
Facts.
Because we can think that, oh, I'm just gonna be another, like I'll just end up being like this or whatever the thoughts may be, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, no, get out of your show and go do that creative thing that you want to do, whether it's podcasting, music, whatever, dog. Just because the culture needs that. Put it on the camera, put it on film, bro. Post it, because people could see us and be like, oh shoot, they're kind of like us. I want to do that too.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're influencers. Yes. Understatement.
Entertainers.
Yeah, entertainers. We're part of the culture, dude. Here in Corpus. And it's not just one, like we were talking about the different sides. It's not just that side.
There's no sides. There's no sides anymore.
There's no sides, bro. Like we are the culture,
facts,
dude.
Facts.
Here in Corpus.
Facts.
And we need to, like you say, stand up, bro.
Yeah,
we got to stand up.
And I feel that, and everybody that has been standing up, I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Everybody that been setting the bar and showing that they play this game in a different field, I appreciate y'all too. One thing that I can honestly say about Corpus that is, for the 10 years that I've been going in Houston, that it has grown a lot, whenever it comes to the talent in these young people. They're so driven of being famous and big, and they believe it. You cannot tell them that they're not. You know how many times I'll go to the club out for a drink, they'll see me and my brother, hey, we're trying to work, take a picture, and they be like, listen to my music. And I, me, I'm probably trying to talk to a little ting or something. I just chilling.
Yeah.
And they'll take it like, no, remember my face. Remember me. And I feel them, because it's like, pop your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave a stain in my brain. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Don't ever put yourself in a position where somebody downplays your greatness. If they didn't react the way that they want to, cool. But you let them understand that, that they will remember you. You know what I'm saying? Right now or later.
Wow.
But it might not be in their favor.
May not.
You know what I'm saying?
You still got to keep going,
you still got to keep going,
bro.
Though,
Regardless, bro. Because they're going to be out there, man. You're going to have them naysayers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I love them. I love those.
I mean, what would our culture be if we didn't have it?
Yeah, I can't stand a yes, man. I need people to be like, that shit fucking ass.
Yes.
Or fuck Ledsward. You know what I'm saying? Or who's Ledswards? Or, he's fucking too skinny. Or he's fucking goddamn, his hair is too long. Just tell me something negative. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Because when you do, it leaves a field for me to show who I truly am. It leaves a field for me and my brothers to show that they're the difference between what y'all do and what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we could never be y'all, and y'all could never be us. And whenever you show us, okay, well, it's time to put that up on the board, put it on the table, show your talent, show what you're talking about. Trust me. We will. We will. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
We will.
Appreciate you guys. Is there anything you want to share?
I just want to share. Y'all look me up on Instagram. The only _Ledswards. Y'all can type in Ledswards on all digital streaming platforms that they play music on. That's LEDSWARDS. Be on lookout for the new album, Look Mom, It's Raining. Shout out to the Ink Plug. Shout out to Mud Gang E. Shout out to all the Mud Gang members. Yes, shout out to all the Lord Gang members and all my bro gods. Shout out to all the artists in Corpus that's doing their thing, and the people that are coming up. Anybody that's trying to work with me and get a feature in, please hit me up and understand that I work with all budgets and things like that. I'm not egotistic. I'm not an asshole. Nice. But, you know what I'm saying? If I'm around my brother, he ain't going for that shit. So catch me when I'm not around Dorian.
Let's go.
He don't play about me. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to D Green. You know what I'm saying? I can't say enough about him. And, and never the least, man, Corpus Christi podcast, stand the fuck up, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stand up, man, guys.
And Riding High, we love you. We love you over there.
Yeah, Riding High. Any other
we love you over there.
Yo, for sure.
All podcasts, tap in with us, man. We trying to work with y'all. We trying to link in with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And my man's is taking interviews too. He does interviews too. He wants to tell his story too. You know what I'm saying? So come on, y'all.
Yeah, let's go.
But
bro.
yeah, man, appreciate the love in Corpus Christi. I'm back for you.
Yeah, man, for sure. Appreciate you.
Definitely.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. Man, I gotta I got another episode after this. I gotta head downtown.
Okay, no problem.
But thanks for coming on the show. I can't really think of anything else.
For sure, man. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
And, that we have so much things coming in, and like I said, man, look, Mom, it's raining. The merch that's coming. I got my new clothing brand. My brother Inkplug had the his clothing brand. We will be dropping samples on that. Be on lookout for that. We will be dropping samples for the Karma brand. 3D models for the merch and everything like that, and look out for the new EP that I got coming out with Mud Gang E and me. We're doing a collab with Lord Gang and Mud Gang for me and E, you know, and it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna set the streets on fire this summer, so y'all be on lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Icy, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to my man Icy, Molly Wap. I see you.
Go for it, bro. So tell me about Mollywop. I've been hearing a lot about Mollywop.
Yeah.
I don't know too much of the culture you guys are in. I mean, that's why I'm here. You know. Get some awareness out there.
Yeah, my man's Molly Wap. I done so much work with him, man. That's my bro, man. You know, me and him, we've been working for years. You know, he's on the album. He done a couple of songs on the album. My man's Icy done a couple songs on the album. Shout out to So Gone So Flexy. He done a couple songs on the album. Shout out to TJ Dwan Gotti. You know. I owe you everything, Gotti. for real. Shout out to DJ Dwan Gotti. I can't say it. Shout out to DJ Dwan Gotti. God damn it. You know, I cannot say it enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, So Gone So Flexy. Wake the fuck up, tap in with us, man. We love you over here, baby.
Dude, is there any so DJ, so okay, you write your own music? Do people write music for you? If you want to shout them out, maybe shout them out. Do you write your own? You obviously
Nobody writes anything for me. I don't even write my own music. Everything's on the top of my head. That's the beauty of what I do. You know, I purposely don't write music, and so whenever people listen to my music and be like, God damn, you know, it was beautiful, I could have the confidence to say, I didn't even write that shit.
Wow.
That's why I say I'm the best. Because whenever people really fall in love with what I do, I get to stand there confidently and say, I did not write this.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah. That's the trick to what I do. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up,
That's why I say I play this at the highest tier. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
No duplication, baby.
Dude, well, dude, you're definitely on another different level, man.
Thank you so much, man.
And man, keep going, bro. 10 albums.
Hey, yeah, 10 albums
out,
strong,
bro.
baby. 10 albums, baby.
Still
you know
pushing
what I'm
it out,
saying?
dude.
Yes.
Overcoming that adversity. You had an accident coming back, dude.
Yes,
I mean,
thank you, Lord.
all that is difficult.
everything.
That's rough work right there, bro. That not a lot of people will get through. But you're obviously you're grinding it, bro.
Hey, man, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thank you
sure,
for
man.
everything, man.
Man, shout out to Inkplug here.
Shout out to the Ink Plug, man.
Thanks
you know
for
what I'm saying?
Thanks for having us at your spot. You guys check them out. Hit them
Y'all
up.
come over here, get a tattoo,
Yes,
come work,
sir.
get some studio time. We here. But understand, this is the Lion's Den, the best of the best. Don't walk in here if you don't think that, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, we really working here,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
This is not for the weak, man, but everybody's invited, though.
Yes,
Everybody's
sir.
invited.
Corpus Christi Originals, you guys. We're out. Y'all have a good one. See y'all later.
We love you. Shout out to Corpus. We love you, Corpus.
Yes, sir.